The No Use Empty scheme is a partnership between all of the 12 district councils in the county looking at tackling the problem of empty homes and the impact it has on the local communities. Kent County Council are the lead partner on the initiative. They have provided the capital funding and provided other resources which district councils can access. The scheme has been running for 5 years now, and in that time it's returned 190 units with loan funding, but with other interventions we've returned 1,266 at the end of March 2010.
Well, I first spotted the property when I came to look at a property across the road. I'm a building developer, and I saw this one was up for sale too. Figured that it would be a good purchase, a good deal, something to buy and hopefully do up. I used up my available cash flow for the deposit for the house. I had 2 further properties which I mortgaged to purchase the house, and I had a little bit of money left over to start the refurbishment. But I didn't have enough to complete the refurbishment, so of course I naturally went to the bank to ask for some funding to complete the refurbishments. The bank said that they were interested, but in this climate they probably needed to look at the property again in 6 months' time. 6 months' time was just literally too long for me. With all the money I've got tied up, I needed to start work straight away, and that's where the No Use Empty loan stepped in and really saved my bacon. Well, it's a complete refurbishment. You'll see by the pictures, it was in a pretty bad way. It was totally empty, all stripped out. We are putting it back into serviceable use, so everything needs to be brought up to the latest buildings regulations and standards. We've got to stud out everywhere. We have to put a new floor on the top, a new roof. Everything needs to be done to put it into 11 serviceable flats. I had managed to make a start, but I would have had to stop. I would have run out of money within about 6 weeks. The property then would have just sat in its derelict state for 6 months before I could even go back to the bank to ask them to loan, and I suspect the bank still would have not been able to lend the money. So I see it as an absolute lifesaver. Without this loan, this scheme wouldn't have started, and it certainly wouldn't be completed. So yeah, I think it's a fantastic thing that the council are doing.
It's done a tremendous amount for us. We've actually benefited to the tune of £2 million in funding in the loan scheme. That's generated £4 million private sector investment. Total spend £6 million throughout Thanet. Without the scheme, I'm sure that wouldn't have happened. This is the Warren Court Hotel, a well-known local landmark. Used to be in use as a hotel many years ago, fell into disrepair, became empty, and then had a series of serious fires, resulting in what you see before you today. And with the use of the campaign, we've acquired the hotel under compulsory purchase powers, and the No Use Empty campaign funded the acquisition for us. The council were very fortunate. They actually own the adjacent land. We've got a residential social landlord on board. We've attracted £1.6 million worth of HCA funding. There's going to be 7 quality houses, 3-storey, built across the front, looking out to sea, and up the sides there's going to be 2 houses this side, 3 the other side, and with the 8 flats we've got in here, that's 20 units of much needed family accommodation back in Thanet.